Ira Epstein with your morning flash update for this Fed meeting day, December 10th, 2025. We had the mortgage market index numbers come out and they were up. I was a little surprised at that. So for the week ending December 5th, up 4.8%. The purchase index was down, but the refi went bananas, up 14%. That's a pretty big jump. The employment cost index came out, and that's for the third quarter. Now, remember, we're still in the fourth quarter. So it came out. It was up 0.8. They expected it up 0.9. So the prior quarter was up 0.9. That's a bit of favorable news. Year over year, it was up 3.5%. The prior quarter was up 3.6%. And when you come to the ECI wages quarter over quarter, up 0.8. The prior quarter was up 0.1. And the benefits went up 0.8. And the prior quarter was up 0.7. So I don't see anything earth shattering there. We're going to get petroleum stocks at 9:30. At 1 o'clock, we get the press conference. Well, first, it's going to be the FOMC announcement. And with the dot plot, we'll digest that. We'll see what the analysts say on TV. And then at 1:30, we get the press conference with Fed Chair Powell. And then there'll be more talk about that right afterwards. The API stockpiles last night came out and they showed a decline in crude, but they showed a build in the distillates and motor gas. In terms of market action, we're starting off with lower stocks at this point in time. We're looking at the gold down, but the silver up a whopping 53 cents. By the way, I say whopping because I'm being facetious. That is down right now about 80 cents from its peak. It was up $1.30 last night. So you got over $62 in this market. You've made back, you've given back actually, but you've made back in copper some of the loss from yesterday. You were down 2.5%. Now you're probably up about 0.75%. But earlier on, when I did my morning subscriber video, we were near the day's highs. Dollar index down a little bit against most currencies, which are trying to firm up a bit here. As you take a look at what's going on the energy cycle, what's really taking place is Zelensky out of Ukraine, the president, they're being very adamant. They don't want to give up any land. They don't want to give up the regions that Russia wants. They got backing from France. They have backing from the UK. And other members within the European Union that are not in favor of caving in to under President Trump's proposal, and that's what they consider it, a caving in. Ukraine says it's unconstitutional. According to their constitution, they couldn't give up the land if they wanted to. It's a nice way of telling the U.S., we're not going to follow your lead on this, but what's really making it isn't that it's your lead, it's that our Constitution doesn't allow it. Yesterday, we had the supply-demand report in the grain market, and as you can see, it's not really sitting well with the marketplace at all. And when you look at the bonds and notes going into what people are now calling a hawkish rate cut, in other words, they think the Fed will cut by a quarter point. They don't believe it's one and done, depending on who the next Fed chair will be. And they think it's a reluctant cut being done in the market. And that's why they're calling it a hawkish cut. I expect it to pull back in the metals. You're getting that a little bit in the gold market. You're getting it in the platinum as well. The silver and the copper, two industrial metals and shorter supply. That's what the word is now, and that's what you're dealing with. So there's a lot to digest today. It's more of a trading day than a positioning day. Keep that in the back of your mind. Remember, if you want to get any of our information, just move up to the top there. You'll see an icon. There'll be one over here if you're watching us on YouTube. Take advantage of our free offers, especially the free trials if you haven't tried it, to my research and to that of Linn. Get the price count data. It's something you want to see if you can get that. It's very different than anything you've seen. It's not about when to buy a market. It's about how high a market might go or how far down it will drop once a trend sets in. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great day. I'll catch up with you at the end of the trading day.